Fasten your fucking seatbelt!
Here are 5 movies that just plain suck. But that's okay, because they're vampire movies. I'm Diet Dr. Paul, your movie Sherpa, and these blood-sucking movies are guaranteed to raise your pulse. In Near Dark, Caleb Cotton is forced to ride with the gang of depraved vampires after he's bitten on the neck by a beautiful woman named May. This is genuinely one of the best horror films ever made, but for some reason gets overlooked when talking about classic vampire movies. For this to be an 80s movie, it goes pretty fucking hard. Bill Paxton is ruthless, and the bar scene will knock your socks off, so be prepared. Timur Bekmambetov's Night Watch might be the most overlooked movie of the last 20 years, and I have no clue why. It's about 2 groups of warring factions, the Night Watch and the Day Watch. They're comprised of shape-shifting vampires and battle for control over the world and its inhabitants. This film is incredibly misunderstood and plays out more like an action fantasy than it does a horror movie. Regardless, it's over the top, imaginative, and at times downright twisted. 1977's Martin is about a young man who's convinced he's an 84-year-old vampire. He injects his victims with sedatives and then drinks their blood through wounds inflicted by razor blades. This movie is Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer with a blood-sucking twist, and it's from legendary horror director George A. Romero. This one is extremely unsettling and doesn't turn away from the gore and violence portrayed in the film, making it one of the more difficult viewing experiences in recent memory, and you can catch it for free right now on Tubi. Humanist vampire seeking consenting suicidal person is Let the Right One In meets What We Do in the Shadows. A young vampire has her blood supply cut off by her parents, and she is way too sensitive to kill. Luckily, she meets Paul, a lonely teenager willing to give his life to save hers. It's another film that's as equally crazy as it is entertaining. And first-time director Ariane Louise Size is definitely one to keep an eye on in the future. 1992's Bram Stoker's Dracula is the godfather of gothic horror movies and one of my favorite of all time. Adapted by the novel of the same name, it follows Count Dracula as he searches for his long-lost love, Mina. The film's cinematography is absolutely striking, and the score from Wojciech Kilar is both beautiful and haunting. And there's a level of detail present in this movie that you rarely get to see in a genre film. Director Francis Ford Coppola absolutely flexes his filmmaking muscles in this veritable classic. And let's not forget about Gary Oldman, who flawlessly disappears into the role of Count Dracula. He's flat out amazing in this.